Hi, welcome to Live Laugh Journey. Thank you for joining me today. For those of you who are new, I am Esther Thomas. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. So today I wanted to talk about hard questions. In my last video, Being Still, I explained the journey that I'm on since finding out that I am pregnant. So right now I am 6 months pregnant, 27 weeks, woo woo, almost at the third trimester. So excited about that. But this pregnancy has caused me to pause and be still. You know, I started off with the scripture last time, be still and know that I am God. And that's something that I had to internalize, of being still and reevaluating my priorities and what's important to me. So I had to ask myself a series of questions, hard questions, where I had to be honest. And I had to ask my actions, what are my actions saying about me and what my values are? Are my values and my actions lining up? Who was I spending time with? Spending time talking to? And what was I spending my money on? One of the huge goals that I have is to pay off my student loans. And in order for that to happen, I need to pay a certain amount every month. And I have learned that the numbers tell a story. And if I am not paying that certain amount every month, guess what? They will not get paid off in a timely fashion. Excuse me, my timely fashion. But just being honest with myself about that. Who was I talking to, seeking advice from? Everybody has an opinion, but not every opinion is for me. So being able to filter out those that are not for me, recognizing who's in my inner circle, and are we talking about things that will help us grow and edifying each other, or are we tearing people down, talking about folks? So just being mindful of all of that, I had to be mindful. Okay, so who am I talking on the phone with, and what are we talking about? And hey, what am I spending my money on? Another question I had to ask myself was, what was driving me? Fear or meaning? And I realized and recognized that it was fear. I was basing decisions off of fear. Question number 3. Are you making decisions based off of fear? And I was, fear was driving me. I was making decisions off of fear. And that's never a good thing. Not in my book. Not for me. So recognizing, okay, me wanting to get my MBA, that was a decision made off of fear, not based on meaning, based on purpose, based on where I see myself going. It was, well, it's free and I could just grab it, and not just grab it, school's no joke, but it will open up a different opportunity for me, which is great, but it was all based on fear. Okay, so I had to reevaluate, realign myself with meaning, with purpose, not fear. And lastly, self-talk. The way I was talking to myself was an issue. At this time, I've gained a significant amount of weight for me right now, more weight than I'm comfortable with. But you know what? It's that time in my life where I am going to be a little bit bigger, but just telling myself, hey, there were days I'm like, I'm fat, I don't want to take a picture, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. I had to change it up and say, hey, I am a queen carrying a child of purpose. I need to know, I need to walk in that and not focus so much on my size, which is a cultural thing. We can talk about that later. And understanding what defines us. But so asking myself these tough questions, which I had to navigate, not only by myself, but I talked to Brian, my husband, about it all the time, and my thoughts. bouncing ideas off of someone else, and someone who can call you out and keep you accountable, which my husband has no problem doing, which I appreciate. And also great friends who will do the same. But again, are you heading in the right direction? Taking the time to ask yourself these questions. So my call to action for you is to ask yourself these questions. Okay, what are my actions saying? Not only to me, but to others. What drives me? Is it meaning or is it fear? And am I making decisions based off of fear? What are my fears? So dissecting that. And again, lastly, self-talk. What are you saying to yourself about yourself? Checking yourself. If you need post-it notes of I am beautiful, of I am fearfully and wonderfully made, whatever it is you need, but to make that shift. And I believe through answering those questions, you'll be headed in the right direction. So far, so good for me. And I'm still discovering. I'm still on this journey of stillness. And have I had some rough days? Yes. Last weekend. Breakdown, right? But it's a journey with hills and valleys, and making the decision of pushing forward and being true to yourself. Me being true to myself. So please, in the comments below, let me know if you want to, or what have you discovered through this time of stillness? If you've decided to go on this journey with me, thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next video.